Aries, the zodiac child, what's going on? Hope everyone's doing okay. Here's a reading for July 15th to the 31st. If you guys would like to skip the introduction and the shuffling, go ahead and see the comment section of this video for a timestamp on how to do that, or to do that. As a reminder, guys, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And also remember, because it's a general reading, that these messages can either be from you or to you, so one or the other. So go ahead and apply it to your situation. If you guys would like to book a private reading, go ahead and see the description box of this video to, information on how to obtain one. I have your guys' contemplator cards that popped as well. I'm gonna go ahead and explain them or make, like a situation, a story out of them as I'm shuffling for cards. Okay, guys? So yeah, let's go and bless the deck and we'll get started. Guardian angels of love and light, ancestors lost and known in the seas of time, please intercede into this reading to provide Aries with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks. And please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay every single message as they're meant to be. All right, Aries. I'm feeling very rushed. Like quick. Trying to, I don't want to say catch up. It's more of make things happen. Not sure why. But maybe that's what's going on. You never know. Okay, Aries. So, before I start to shuffle, I just want to let you know that as I was contemplating on your guys' sign and the cards are popping out, I all of a sudden I picked up the smell of a diaper, a baby diaper. That was very weird. I don't have any children here at the house or anyone that wears diapers per se, let me say that. So I know that it wasn't anything in my home. So yeah, that's never happened before. So just thought I would share that with you guys. Okay. Father God, what is Aries' first base card for July 15th to the 31st? And some clarifiers after that, please. Six of coins in reverse. All right, Aries. So, based upon your contemplator cards, I kind of feel like maybe this month, if you don't closely pay attention, or maybe if you're kind of caught up in your feelings a little bit, it happens. I should say this half of the month. You may miss out on an opportunity that may try or attempt to present itself, but if you're kind of maybe caught up in what's going on and maybe in your personal life, which I don't blame you, that could prevent you from maybe not seeing something. Or, like I said, missing an opportunity. Something viable. Now, the Queen of Swords reversed, the Queen of Coins, and the Queen of Wands all popped up. One after the other. So, that's a little concerning, a little bit. Whenever there's, more than two queens at that, in any type of spread, or if they pop out like that, they usually means like a power struggle. And it can be between three men. It can be between three women. It can be two men, one woman, whatever the case may be. But they're all, all three of them popped up. So it can be maybe it could be an earth sign and a fire sign, maybe struggling in terms of communication. Or it can be either an air sign and an earth sign, struggling, whatever the case may be. Apply it to a situation if that's what's going on with you. But yeah, that popped up, which was a little strange. But I feel like once this is straightened out, if this is the case, I feel like there's going to be a new beginning in terms of how emotion is understood and how it's expressed, I feel as though. Okay, we have the Tower. This popped out in your contemplator cards as well. So yeah, I feel like it can be a new beginning. And I feel like when this new beginning happens, or it can be as well, Aries, like, maybe one of those queens, if it's, regardless if it's a man or a woman, will offer, like, a new beginning in terms of like, okay, you know, let's drop this. This is dumb. Let's move forward. Let's move on, you know, trying to be the bigger person in a sense and offer, you know, their emotion in a different way. I feel like when this happens, this is going to possibly be a good thing. Like it's going to cause some or incite some maybe like public recognition. Maybe in terms of like, this person really is not as bad as I thought they were. Something to that effect. And then I think that, you know, it's just going to improve the situation, and people who are involved in it are going to learn a lot about themselves and how they add to their environment. Seven of Coins. Then we have the Knight of Wands reverse. Then we have the Star and the Chariot. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. The Chariot reversed. So here's your first set there. Let's go and work on the second. So yeah, back to your contemplators. Father God, what is Aries' second base card? And some clarifiers after that, please, for July 15th through the 31st. So I kind of feel, Aries, like, after this public recognition, these people are going to... Okay, the Sun reverse. These people are going to understand things a little bit better. Now, then the Lover's card popped out after that, which kind of made me think that, I don't know what I'm picking up on, maybe it could possibly be you and your partner, maybe your guys' mothers are kind of going at it or something like that. That kind of can be it too. Queen of Swords reversed. This came out in reverse in the Contemplators, so I say we pay attention to this. Okay, so that could possibly be what's going on. And I think that maybe when this offer is coming up in terms of, you know, the emotion or taking the higher road, one of you, I feel like that's going to change a lot of things. I'm kind of going back to that a little bit as well. And I kind of feel like once that happens, like I said, a new change is going to come in terms of, it's going to change the perspectives of people. And it's also going to help. It's also going to help people understand things, and it's going to help maybe everyone getting along a little bit better. Knight of Swords reversed. I'm sorry, this is a King of Swords reversed. What's wrong with me? See? Rushing things. This is weird. Okay. That's interesting. And then the Tower card popped out after that. So, I mean, yeah. I feel like that's the change that's going to come. But then the Ten of Cups reverse kind of popped out. So it's kind of like the change is going to come, but I don't think that maybe you'll see it. Or you'll feel like it's maybe a good thing in the beginning. But I really feel like it will. But then, not really sure. Never really know. The Two of Swords popped out after that, and then the World reversed. So it... And then the Ace of Swords popped out after that, followed by the Six of Cups. So it can go either way. It may go bad, it may go good. Once again, these are just the Contemplator cards, the beginning energies or the opening energies that I asked Father God to release. So let's see what's going on here. This is first. Queen of Wands reversed. This came out upright in the Contemplators. Temperance reversed, okay. That's the second set. Let's go ahead and get some crowning cards. Okay, Father God, what's crowning Aries for July 15th to the 31st and for the situation and pertaining to the situations at hand, Father? There's two, yeah, these two wanted to come out. So we have Three of Coins. Okay, this came out in your Contemplators. Ten of Swords. So guys, is there anything else that you'd like to release for what's in Aries stocks? It's crowning Aries, the 15th to the 31st. What's crowning Aries? Nine of Coins, this popped out as well in your contemplators. Five of Swords reversed. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Father God, is there anything else that you'd like to release for what's crowning Aries for the situations at hand and for July 15th to the 31st? Okay. All right. That's what's in your mind there. Okay, let's work on the first set. Okay, bottom of the deck. The Empress. Okay, Aries. So, I can see here that in your mind, you really just want everything to work out. It's very clear. But I feel, Aries, that you're still kind of maybe in fear, or you're not really sure how things are going to work out, because I kind of feel like I'm picking up on like you being a little worried. I feel like it's kind of, you want things to work out, but then I kind of feel like there's another part of you that maybe feels like if things work out, what if that'll go bad too? So then things may not be working out now, and then if they do work out, what if that goes bad? Then there's kind of nowhere to go. I don't know why I'm picking up on that. It's kind of like it's bad either way, maybe. I hate to say that. And I do feel, Aries, that if someone or something just gives in and stops trying to be maybe so stubborn in terms of whatever the case may be, I feel like that's when things will maybe turn out better for you. I'm kind of picking up too, like an apology maybe needs to be owed, or someone feels like an apology is necessary, or cease fighting too as well. You just want the fighting to be over with already. It's like it's dry, it's a done deal, it's over, that's it. I feel that's what the Five of Swords in reversed here. Or I mean, we can also look at it like someone just needs to just like stop being so stubborn and just get over the situation. It's time to move on, and that's it. I feel like, and when that happens, I feel like things might get better, or you want them to, at least that's in your thoughts here. And coming into the reading, you know, with creation. Also, I mean, the Empress can also mean, you know, pregnancy as well. Now, you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, I don't really like to predict the future and doing all that stuff. But, I mean, since I did smell the diaper, that was very strange. Maybe this can be over children. Maybe a custody battle or something like that. I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm just kind of picking up on that too, given the diaper situation. Sounds funny, but for me to say that. Never thought that would happen in a reading. But, hey, I mean, I won't put anything past God. Shoot, he wants to send the messages, and I'm just conduit, and I listen and do. Okay, so because I put my faith in him. I don't know why he wanted me to say that, but he did. Okay, so I kind of feel like someone doesn't want to give, maybe. They don't really want to supply. Well, like I say, give, just in general. I feel like someone's holding some type of resources back. Now, when the Six of Coins is in reverse, it does have to do with that. It just have to not giving, and also just not giving because you don't want to, not just because you can't. So you just don't feel like it. And I feel like a change may be coming possibly from this situation of not giving. And also thinking about where things have went. I kind of feel like because of this not wanting to give, maybe this has happened before. Maybe we're revisiting something, right? When I say we, I mean you guys. Revisiting something, not wanting to try it again, or maybe not wanting to repeat it. Because, I mean, the court card here, Knight of Wands, is in reverse. This is someone who comes in and who creates things very wow, can I get that word out? Selfishly, also very abruptly, comes in with a lot of fire, starts to manifest things in an inappropriate way, which is why I think the chariot is in reverse here. That's why I think at the beginning of the reading, when before the shuffling, I said I feel rushed. That's like what the Knight of Wands is. It's just someone just coming in, stirring things up, destroying things, and then leaving, and not really giving a shit about it. Maybe you don't want to give to someone who carries those characteristics. Necessarily doesn't have to be a fire sign. Someone who carries that about themselves, or who exhibits those types of situations or those types of vibes. And this is kind of not going in your favor, or going in the favor of someone else, maybe, that this is concerning. And I do feel like I'm picking up to maybe this person who is doing this, who's exhibiting this Knight of Wands in reverse energy, is hoping that things may stop another person from obtaining something, or may stop them from movement into the right direction. And I'm also kind of getting that maybe if someone isn't giving because they just don't want to, because they just are maybe spiteful of something, that they may see that things will possibly change in terms of their environment or their stability. I'm kind of picking up that maybe this person, a situation, is going to completely turn around, and it's going to show that person, wow, like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of getting like maybe they'll have a downfall, and they're going to maybe possibly be at the bottom of the ladder. And while they're down at the bottom of the ladder, they're going to kind of maybe realize, like, damn, no one wants to help me because I was being, arrogant before. I was being, a heathen before. And now that I need help, no one wants to help me. But then they're going to realize, like, hey, that's what happens. Now they have that perspective. And I feel like they will grow from the situation, but it's going to show them what happens when you act so selfishly. When you don't want to give because you just don't want to. They're going to be at the bottom, and they're going to find that out. And they're maybe in hopes that people will work together, but people may not want to work together. And that's when I feel like it's going to switch. Their mindset is going to switch from this, but it's going, like I said, going to be a learning experience. And I also feel like that's maybe the possible change in this situation. But we can go back to what I was saying initially about things not going in someone's favor. But there is hope in this situation. I really feel like this Knight of Wands in reverse here is just, it's sticking out to me. Like, not just because it's red. I mean, also the Tower is red as well. But I just feel like this person or the situation is going to learn. They're going to see what's going to happen. I want to say. Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah. So I kind of see like Knight of Coins, Eight of Cups, wanting to walk away from the situation. Oops. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I mean, Six of Wands, then realizing that they're no longer celebrated. But then they're going to maybe walk away from the situation because now they're seeking how to obtain more money or how to obtain more stability. Now they're on the hunt because maybe here they once had it. They once had it with the Six of Coins here. But they didn't want to give. And because of that, they had that fire energy about them where they just came in and did what the hell that they wanted to. And maybe this is the change. You know, the change of seeing. This is the change of them actually now going over and seeing what the hell happened and where it went wrong, and now where do they need to go? What's the next direction to seek? How to obtain it again? Coin, 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 right? Having to walk away from the situation because you need to, not because you want to. Then they're going to then have that newfound insight of what happens when you when you positively give. You know? Better communication. It's going to switch things. I really think that that's what's going to happen. It's going to switch a lot of this person or the situation's perspective on how to do it properly. And I believe that that's the creation. It's creating a different mindset for them. Okay, let's work on the second. Okay. Well, I mean, I want to say that maybe this is the outcome, possibly, or this is what can happen when things go wrong, right? When things don't work out the way that they're supposed to. Maybe because of just not wanting to give. And it necessarily doesn't have to be money. It can be anything. It can be a home. It can be shoes, clothing. I mean, it can be money, you know. It's material things. And yeah, we're not supposed to put our value in material things and keep God in the middle of it. But at the same time, I mean, we do need to kind of acquire or, need and have what it is that we need to just survive, And if this is about a situation or a couple, maybe one is down in the rut and then the other one is living okay. And I mean, if that's the mother or father of your children out there, everyone has a different situation, depending upon how that person, the mother and the father of your children, is acting. That's still the mother or father of your children. You still need to sort of be there, at least to assist, not necessarily give everything to them, but at least assist. I picked that up right now. I'm not sure why. Okay. Now, there's two people involved here, I want to say. I'm kind of... See, Kate, this is weird. This as well could be a love triangle. That could be it. Given that, I mean, I don't really like to say like man and woman. It's just sort of someone who carries those characteristics. But they're all looking straight. I mean, they're all looking at me. It's a little creepy, but they are very... The fact that the King of Swords is right here. 2 women and 1 man. That could be it too. And with the sun here in reverse, I mean, this is the vitality being down. This is not feeling great about their life or what's going on, feeling like they can't move on, they can't move forward, and that can't continue on. That the things that they're creating are not to their benefit. It's creating more, it's wreaking havoc, you know? And as well, I mean, this can also just be maybe a situation going on with 2 people, and the communication is just completely off. When the King of Swords is in reverse, I mean, let's start with the Queen of Swords. When the Queen of Swords is in reverse, this is someone who creates an environment where honesty cannot be spoken, where things that come in and things that are maintained, it's like feeding off of the lies, feeding off of improper communication. King of Swords in reverse here, someone who adds to that environment, someone who is not a master of their words and what they say. This is someone who, the King of Swords is defaultly, when it's upright, is someone who, you know, can remove their emotion a little bit from the situation to gain the truth. This is someone who completely rids their emotion and just does what the hell that they want, and they say what the hell that they want, and they really don't care. Queen of Wands in reverse, someone who once again maintains an environment where hostility is rampant, you know, where that's all that is involved. So you have someone holding the communication or maintaining improper communication, only accepting and exuding the bad versus the good, someone who's adding to that environment, someone who's saying what they're saying, not caring, and then once going back to the Queen of Swords, someone who then maintains that and only spreads the bad, who only talks about the bad, who only wants to create that environment. And then also, just to add on top of that, someone who ends up coming in and adding to or maintaining that environment of hostility. Temperance is in reverse. I mean, of course. I mean, just to get that out there, or just to get this out there, you are probably possibly dealing with a Cancer. You could be dealing with an Aries, another Aries. You could be dealing with, I mean, I'm seeing all signs here except Cups. You could be dealing with a another Aries, like I said, Leo or Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Sagittarius specifically. But I really think that, or I'm feeling like this is definitely a power struggle going on. And what this person or you possibly are not realizing is that it's just wreaking havoc. It's not a healthy environment, and it isn't conducive to or of a healthy environment. It's really just all bad, I feel. And you have to look at what's being created. What the hell is going on? Why is it like this? And I think that it's because no one is in their right mind right now. They're not really using their noggin and not really understanding what's... Okay, let me renege on that. Or let me rescind what I just said. They know what they're doing. They're just not... One person, I feel, or this someone within the situation is not wanting to give in. And it's kind of like, oh, okay, you want to do that? Okay, I'm going to go after you now. And it's just... the communication and the creativity is bad. I'm shocked that the Empress is not in reverse. That's why I feel that maybe some positivity can come out of this, because in your mind, you do want things to work out. You really do, and you want people to communicate together. I mean, three people here. That could be it. But yet, I feel like maybe doubting that things will ever work out. Not really wanting them to at the same time, maybe, or not seeing that it's possible. Because I feel someone has to apologize. Someone has to just not fight this battle of one. Like I said, the clash of wills, Aries, I really feel like that's what's going on. Everyone wants to do something different, and instead of working together, right? They're so focused on what they want to get or what they want to succeed at. Because what people don't realize, or what these people don't realize, is that whenever there's compromise, everyone gives something up. That's the only way that it's fair, or that it becomes fair. And it's not so much of giving up that makes it fair. It's that both parties do it for a reason. It's for the better of everyone, or in the situation. So everyone gets a little something. Everyone has to give up a little something. But I feel like these people that are involved, or or whatever's going on, feels like they just don't want to. It's clear that is very clear to me here. I mean, with Temperance in reverse, if Temperance was upright, then I would say that maybe these people aren't aware of what is going on. But even the Sun is in reverse. These two cards just confirm it, that it's just stubbornness. It's just not wanting to, and saying, well, I'm going to do what I want to do because that's how I get my way. I don't know why I said that, but hey, that could be it. But I feel like something has to give. Something or someone has to really get over themselves and get over trying to just manifest what they want from the situation. I mean, Aries, look, I mean, Major Arcana in reverse. Major Arcana in reverse, Major Arcana in reverse. But the only thing that's not in reverse in terms of Major Arcana is the Empress here. And I feel like this has two messages, I feel. One being, look what the hell is being created and what's being maintained. But I also feel, Aries, that this is another thing, another message as well. Like, once this clears up, once people cease fighting this battle of one and get over the situation or trying to win over everyone else, this positivity is going to come out of this. And good creation is going to come out of this. Because this is inevitable. And it's going to happen. It always does. And this is not predicting the future. This is just being logical about the situation. That's what happens. This is what happens. Something happens and it shakes everything up. And then everyone then has to readjust. But it's dependent upon how everyone readjusts. What they see that comes out of this and how they perceive it. So yeah, I mean, all the other major arcana too that was not in reverse is the Star. So look. Let's do it like this. There's still hope in the situation. Hope that things will create or come out positive. But why aren't we moving forward and no one's making a proper decision? These two cards completely negate, or they're the antithesis of these two cards. She's naked in here because she's very vulnerable, because she's living in her truth. Someone who's very honest. Someone who doesn't have to hold back. Someone who creates positivity and isn't afraid of it. And knows who they are and they're completely comfortable with themselves. Who creates positive change as well. But it's not going to happen when it's like this. This is not conducive behavior to come out with this. And also, this doesn't create this. Court card in reverse. Court card, reverse. Court card reversed. And another court card in reverse. All your court cards are in reverse here. Court cards, Aries, tell us in a spread, or they let us know that these are people in the environment, or they are situations that go on within the environment, whether it's mother, daughter, father, whatever the case may be. This is what's going on specifically inside of the environment. Cards like this is the outside influences that come in that shake the situation up, whether it's positive or whether it's negative. So you need to ask yourself, Aries, the people that are involved in this, what happens when they're all in reverse? It doesn't create a nice environment. So what ends up bleeding out from this? What ends up pervading the space? Negativity. And the outside influences are not positive either, Aries, because positivity is not allowed to come in if the inside, has negativity, or if the inside influences are negative to begin with. So the only thing that's going to come in and, to come in and stay in is the negative influences and the negative aspects of the situation or whatever the case may be. So we need to be aware of that, and like I said, I'm not trying to beat you up or anything, Aries, but I'm just saying, and also, you don't have influence. Okay, let me say, you don't have control. That's what I was going for. You don't have control over what other people do. All you can do is just adjust your approach or readjust your approach. That's all that anyone can really do. But you can choose to remove yourself from the situation or readjust how you approach it or your actions inside of it. So that's all that you can really do. But just take inventory of what's going on, because that's the only way that you can then make your own discernment in terms of how you want to deal with it, or what to do, how to approach it, what to do in certain situations, and also to anticipate what could possibly come from it and what can manifest from it as well. And I want to say that that's why the Six of Coins was here. This is just people not wanting to give and people not wanting to offer anything because they just don't want to. And also this can mean not wanting to because they see that maybe it's not worth it, or they see that it's maybe not going to bring anything good, but you never know. And also, just Temperance alone being in reverse here, it's, we need to turn this card upright, because when this card is upright, when you use your heart and also the influence of God and just pray and hope that everything switches and things work out properly, but also not only praying about it, but actually doing it, following through with what it is that you're asking for, then things will probably switch around. I'm also picking up from, God's asking me to tell you, or instructing me, let me say, to tell you that maybe pray for those individuals as well. And also pray for the people that are involved. Pray for them first and then pray for you, because you're putting them first, because you're doing the opposite of what they're doing. Okay? All right. Let's pull some words from Jesus, and let's see what he has to say about the situation. And I also pre-shuffled these already. All right, God, Father of everything, Father, what does your word have to say? What does your word have to say, Father, about the situation at hand? What advice can you give Aries? What do they need to know from your word, Father, that can help them in this situation? Okay, I'm just going to keep shuffling here. Anything else, Father, that you want to release? Anything else? Okay. Okay, check this out, Aries. Sorry, guys. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. John 10:11. So, Aries, the good shepherd that giveth his life for the sheep. Now, this is the master, the controller of the flock. I'm not saying that you are, or you may be, of your flock. But this is doing things out of love. This is doing things that is or are necessary for the rest, so that everyone else can have, or the group, let me say, can have cohesion. Because the shepherd sets the tone. The shepherd sets the environment. Sort of like the King of Swords here sets the environment, but most importantly, sort of like the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands here, they set the environment as well. He adds to the environment, right? But they maintain the environment. So communication, or proper communication, is not being maintained, and the creativity and how things are ran and delegated is not being done correctly. Something has got to give. Someone has to stop acting the way that they're acting. And I believe that this is going to set the tone. And this is not, it's sort of like giving up, but this is more just switching the approach, switching what's going on. It's also maybe apologizing. But this is apologizing because they need to. It's necessary. So the rest of the flock can see what's going on, and then they can follow suit. Or it can follow suit, whatever the situation is that's going on for you. And it has to do with hope. So let's not create things that are bad. Let's switch this up and create new things. Things that are conducive to a proper outcome or proper delegation. So things can work together and people can work together, because this is in your mind. But it's not going to work if all bad is coming into it and everyone has to take swords out of their stomachs and their backs and their legs and their arms and their faces, and because this only causes this. And also it slows things down tremendously. It moves, but it moves in a negative manner. It moves with injurious intent, with iniquity. That's what goes on. And it also happens from just not choosing to make the right decisions, not using your heart. And that's what God's word is all about. It's about love, how we do things out of love, because love will always prevail. It may not seem like it, but it always prevails. Because not only does it prevail, it may not prevail the entire situation, but it changes who you are. And it changes your perspective and your outlook. So this can teach you something. And you won't apply it to a new situation. You won't create negativity. You'll create positivity. And you know that when it's all said and done, and when things are the way that they are, you know that your slate is clean and you did things out of love and out of or from your heart. Just say God's word. Okay, I think this is the end of the reading. I think we got everything here that needed to come out. So go ahead and check out John 10:11. Well, I mean, this is the verse, but check out John chapter 10. I'm pretty sure it will resonate with you. There'll be some information in there that'll help you out, okay? All right, Aries, I hate to say, hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope you found it informative. There we go. Let's go with that, okay? All right, Aries, we'll see you in August or any random video I put out, okay? All right, Aries, be the change. Be the change, okay? So everything can follow suit. But put God first into it. Pray on it. Pray for them before you pray for yourself, but do it with positive intent, not because that's the reason why you want to change things. Do it because it's really in your heart to bless them before yourself. Giveth his life for the sheep. All right, Aries? All right. Be the change that you like to see in this world and leave situations better than you find them. Okay? We'll see you.